Hello, everybody. Well, it's Pops here, and I'm going to go over the human starting area and how I do it. So, we've made a little warrior, first quest. We come up here, we see Deputy Wilhelm, and he tells us to go see Marshal McBride.
I don't mean farming.
Whoops, let's move this up here. There we go. So we're going to go in here, we're going to see Marshal McBride.
So we're enlisting the aid of anyone willing to defend their home.
He is going to give us a quest to kill 10 kobold vermin.
Inside the abbey behind me. Ah, good. Another
Okay, now we're going to come back out, and we're going to talk to Deputy Willem.
The human lands are threatened from
And he is going to tell us to go speak with Egan Pelt Skinner.
This in turn leaves room for
Okay, so Egan Pelt Skinner's right here on the corner.
It is a many-fronted battle
We're going to speak with him.
Gird yourself for a long campaign.
Complete quest.
Your first task
He wants
is
8
one
pieces of
friendship
tough wolf meat.
A clan of kobolds have infested the woods to the north.
Okay, and we'll start going to kill the wolves.
You find. Reduce their numbers so that
Now this is where I probably do things a little bit different than most. Most people will come out here, they'll kill their 8 wolves, and
if you're interested,
or they'll kill whatever they need to get the wolf, and they'll be done. Not me.
that's true. I'm looking for someone.
So wolves will drop these chipped claws.
I hate those nasty.
They'll drop broken teeth, and they'll drop rune pelts.
Hunting the timber wolves and young wolves wandering the North Shore countryside.
Okay, that's the quest item there. I will grind on these wolves because they all stack to 5, all this stuff. There we go. Okay, why won't you go there? God damn it. That's a better shield than I have. I don't know what the hell happened to that, but anyway. So because this stuff stacks to 5, and we'll get a rune pelt here soon, I hope, and a broken tooth so you can see it. But because this stuff stacks to 5, it's far more valuable than this shield. Oh, we got a flimsy chain belt. That's good for us. Okay, so there's a broken fang there. I will put that there. That goes there. And I just kind of bring everything here to 5s, and I don't know why I can't seem to put this in here. I must have gotten rid of the tough jerky, but I don't know. Well, maybe if I close my bag and reopen it. Nope. Still grayed out. Oh, and look at there, we got a pouch. Man, that's like striking gold in these starting zones, getting pouches. That is like striking gold. That's the other thing too. By continuing on past just the minimum number of mobs you need to kill, you do have a better chance of getting a pouch. You have a better chance of getting gear. Okay, frayed cloak is good because that is 5. All right, so now you can see here. Why is it I can't move anything around? This is really getting frustrating. There you go. So you can see now there's 2 of those, and we're gonna kill these wolves until our bag is full of chipped claws, rune pelts, and broken teeth. We're actually going to get rid of this shield because it will be of no value. It's only worth a copper. There we go. And, of course, we're going to continue. Hopefully, we're going to get some more pouches. And some more chain gear. Okay, the belt's not worth a lick. Okay, now we've already got the quest complete. There it is right there. We got our 8 wolf meat. And like I said, I don't stop. I don't stop till I get my pouch full of what I want to fill it with. And what I want to fill it with is chipped claws, rune pelts, and broken tooths. So we're going to continue to do that. And we'll continue to do that. And I will be, we're going to do that, and then I'll show you what it looks like when we're finished. Hey, we're still going, and so far this is what we've gotten accomplished. Now our inventory is full. However, that's not going to stop us, and this is where I'm going to advise you, or tell you what I do. Guess I can't really advise you. So as I kill these, and I need more inventory, I will delete all of this stuff because it doesn't hold much value compared to being able to stack this stuff into 5. It's not only that, but now we are level 3.5, still working on the very first quest, but we're still going. So it's been about maybe 8 minutes that we've been on these wolves. 8 or 9 minutes. Okay, so as you can see, the inventory is full. It doesn't matter. I don't need those ragged leather gloves. Okay, so now our inventory is full, but that's a broken fang, and I want that broken fang because, like I said, that's the stuff I stack. So I just slowly start taking care of the other stuff in my inventory. I weed it out. There we go. Okay, we're going to keep going. We're going to keep killing wolves. We're going to fill this inventory up. All right, we've done it. We filled our bags with stacks of 5 of everything we could, except for this spot, which seems to have glitched for some reason. We're going to turn in our tough wolf meat. We'll take the braces because we're not wearing any braces yet. We'll pop them on. And this is where you're going to see why I do it this way. Okay, because we're going to come over here and we're going to sell all of this stuff. I have no idea how that glitched out so bad. That's now going to be a wasted bag slot forever on this tune. There you go. 4.7 silver. Just for doing that. Now, we are also level 4. So it's been about, I'd say, 20, 25 minutes, and we've already made level 4. I could go in and I could train. However, these are going to be kobold vermin. They're not going to be too difficult to kill, so I'm just going to zing right over here and just take them down. We need 10 of these. Now, what I usually will do is just grind on these till my bag is full of regular loot. Because they don't drop anything that stacks in 5s. Other than candles. And apples. I think they drop apples that will stack in 5. The other thing is I like to be level 5 when I finish these. Now remember, it's just the kobold vermin we need for the quest. The workers are fine, and we can kill them too as we see them. But the vermin are what we need to complete the quest. I think that's kind of freaky how that bag space glitched on us earlier. It's like, I don't know where that wolf went. That jerky, it went off into space somewhere, but. Mm-hmm. Okay, we've killed all the vermin we need to kill. So now I'm just kind of killing to get some loot in my bag. Mm-hmm. And hopefully we're going to grind this out, killing the kobold workers and the kobold vermin. It's our choice at this point until we are level 5. Or, or until our bags fill, one or the other. But I think we'll see level 5 first. So we're going to continue doing that, and we'll check back in once we've hit level 5. Okay, ding, we are level 5. We're going to get down here, we're going to empty our bags, we're going to turn in our kobold vermin quest, and we're going to actually see the warrior trainer at this point. So now we're up to 6 silver. Okay, and also if you look at our gear now, we've got our flimsy chain boots, we've got our flimsy chain pants, we got our belt, we got our gloves. We do not have a chest piece yet, a flimsy chain chest. We do have our 5 armor cloak, which is the best you're going to get here. We could use some flimsy chain braces still. We do have the best shield you're going to get in the starting zone, which is the bent large shield. And we have a sword. Now, we could do better than that, 1 to 3. And matter of fact, we're going to do that in just a moment. Okay, so here we go. Marshall McBride, we clean that up. We even get another 25. He's going to give us a quest now to kill 10 kobold workers. And the simple letter is to go see the warrior trainer. And whatever class you play, after you kill your 10 vermin and you see Marshall McBride, he does send you off to your trainer. And it's only worth like 40. Alright, so warrior trainer, we've got charge, we've got rend, and we've got battle shout. Now normally if you're level 2, I would have only picked up battle shout, but okay, we got charge. And we got rend. There we go.
I wouldn't hesitate to read it before you go about any other business.
And we've still got 4 silver.
Get yourself squared away. Learn the layout of the land.
Okay, so now
whenever you need training.
we're going to go out here. We're going to talk to Deputy Willem again.
Making this place fairly safe.
And he's going to give us a quest
I think you'll find. They all have problems they could use
to get some bandanas over here.
can give them.
And we're going to do this before we do the kobold workers. And the reason is we get a better weapon.
They call themselves
We get a better weapon.
seen across the river to the
Now, I'm going to try and do about the same thing with this. I'm going to try to grind these out pretty close to level 6. Or until my bags are full. Of course, now I do have this. I do have rend. I do have a few extra things in my favor for killing a little quicker. And we do have to get 12 of these burlap bags, or burlap bandanas, I should say. And everything over here is level 3 and 4 except for Patrick Garrick, which we'll be getting later, but So it's also pretty good because everything, like I said, is level 3 and 4. That's going to help us to move the XP bar a little faster. It's not going to move that fast because we're already level 5. But our goal is to walk out of this zone at least level 7. And I'm going to tell you why. If you remember, Blizzard, not too long ago, put out a video on the top 10 things that were killing hardcore players. Okay? And within those top 10, there was the Kobold Miner and there was the Kobold Tunneler. And once you complete this human starting area, you're going to be headed toward the Fargo Deep Mine. What's at the Fargo Deep Mine? Kobold Miners, Kobold Tunnelers. 2 out of the top 10 most deadliest things in Azeroth that are killing hardcore players. A lot of that is because I see a lot of players leave a starting area at level 5, which is about what you'll be if you simply do the quests. If you just don't grind, you simply do the quests, you're going to walk out of this starting area somewhere around level 5 with 3 or 4 silver, and that's it. You're not going to leave with a lot of silver. You know, you're going to, and now you're going to go down into 2 of the top deadliest mobs at level 5, maybe level 6 with some luck, and they're level 7 and 6, and you know, it's a no wonder you're going to have some problems there. By leaving here at level 7 or better, I set myself up for success down there at the Fargo Deep Mine. Remember, at some point you even got to kill Goldtooth, and Goldtooth is level 8. So, definitely one of the reasons that I feel you should grind. Now, not only that, but if I leave here with money, if I don't get any more pouches to drop, okay? Then I will have money when I get to Goldshire to buy a pouch. You cannot buy a pouch in the starting zone. There's no vendor for pouches. So no matter how much money you make in the starting zone, you can't buy any more pouches until you get to Goldshire or the first town. And every bit of bag space you have available is money. If it's an empty slot, it's money lost. If you don't have enough slots and you're leaving loot on the corpses, it's money lost. And warriors are expensive once they get so high up in their training. Oh, there we go. Now we got the chest. There we are. Okay, so now we're actually probably going to complete the quest. Maybe with this one we get our 12th bandana. There it is. All right, we're going to sit down here. Oh, boy. Bagnon's acting stupid again. Ah. I swear, Bagnon sometimes has more trouble than anything, which is why we're having trouble. We're going to have to take Bagnon off, and then we'll be able to clear that one spot with the jerky. You can see I had to bring the food down the action bar to get it to actually work. You can also see I'm a bad warrior. I don't have my battle shout up. Now I do. Okay, so we've already got the quest complete. But again, I've got open bag spaces, so I'm going to continue to try to fill them up with loot. Try to grind out to level 6. Now, I'm not worried about over here. Okay, we're going to get a quest to come back and kill Garrick Padfoot. So we'll do that then when we get the quest to come back and do the grapes also. But for now, we're just kind of Gonna kill some of these guys, see how close we can get up to level 6. It is a patience game. It is definitely takes a little more patience than probably most people want to put into a starting zone. But the dividends are huge when you leave the starting zone. Money is the most wonderful thing to have in Classic. And bag space. And with money, you can buy bag space. So there's the grapes, and we'll get a quest to come back for those. We also might get lucky and get a Defias pit sword. It's better than what we got. I don't know if it's better than what we're going to get as a quest reward. Hey, look at all you come through. I also want to show you this here tent. You can see you got a warlock standing there. That tent there. This tent here, a warlock needs to get to. There's a stack of books here that a warlock needs. Now, she should help because that, and of course this guy's going to go rob the chest because, you know, he's like, oh, I can go steal this chest while they're fighting. Okay, so if you make a warlock, you can see this warlock here. There's a stack of books here. You are going to get a quest to retrieve a book from there. And that's to get your imp. So warlocks, be aware. And it's always surrounded by 3. Now, if the server's popping and there's plenty of people in the starting zone, the good news is there's probably somebody over here killing these Defias. So you won't have so bad a time getting the book. If not, the way I found to do it is to use your Curse of Weakness. It cuts down the damage. So if I use the Curse of Weakness, put up, I think you'll have Corruption then. Stick that up there. And just Shadow Bolt down as much as you can. Might work out pretty good for you. Okay, so I'm going to keep killing these, and I'll be back when I'm level 6 and my bag is full. Alrighty, we are now level 6. We just dinged, and look at that. We have a full bag of loot to turn in. Oh, we're going to go over here. We're going to turn in the burlap bandanas. We're going to get a new sword, which is going to do a lot more damage than our current sword. And the good part now is once I've hit 6, pretty much the grind is over. You know, I can do now the quests and probably just do the quests and be able to make 7 without grinding too much more. The hard part, the bulk of the grinding is over.
How are you? Back with some bandanas.
All right, there we go. We got a 3 to 7 sword. We'll pick that up. We've got a quest to talk to Millie Osworth, and then we got a quest for Garrick Padfoot's head. We're going to switch our sword. I'm going to do this real quick. I'm going to see if I disable Bagnon.
I'm sure she could use a pair of hands.
I don't know what Bag Brother is, but
Garrick Padfoot,
and reload.
plagued our farmers and merchants for weeks. Was seen
If that's going to allow me to do something. No, it still doesn't do anything with that wolf meat. With that jerky. I don't know. I thought maybe by doing that it would allow me to do something. All right, so we're going to get rid of all this stuff. We don't need water because we're a warrior. I'm not going to save the food, although I could. Okay, and we are now sitting on 6.5 gold. Or 6.41 now. Okay, we're going to go in here. We're going to train our level 6 skills. And by the way, all the trainers here can only train you up to level 6. If you ding level 8 in the starting zone, they cannot teach you the level 8 skills. They're only good to teach you up here to level 6. We got Thunderclap, we got Parry, we're good to go. So we've spent all the money we're going to spend here in the starting zone training. And we have still got 4 silver. Okay, so we got to find Thunderclap. There we go. Put that on our bar. Parry is a passive, so we don't have to do that. Oh, no. All right, so now we're going to go kill our kobold workers. We're going to finish off this quest line over here with the kobold workers. Oh, that's Millie Osworth. We'll talk to her when we're ready to go back over there and get her grapes, which we're not ready to do now. We're going to, like I said, we're going to go over here and do kill the 10 kobold worker quest. At this point, like I said, I'm not really... Oh, look at that. We got some chain braces. Sweet. More chain braces. I think we have all our flimsy chain gear. I don't think there's any we don't have. No, we got it all. And this is the best place for the kobold workers, right up here by the mine entrance. You don't get a lot of vermin mixed in. Usually it's all kobold workers up here. Okay, we have killed all the kobold workers we need. I'm going to grind a little bit more just so I can at least fill up one bag with loot to sell. I mean, that flimsy chain there, that's 9 copper we just picked up. Just because we're killing an extra 1 or 2 of these. So, you know, this is not a bad way to go. You know, we should be done here in a minute, at least filling up the first bag. And I do want to kill the workers at this point. I don't want to be killing things that are level 1 and 2 like the vermin. They're not going to rend me much XP. Hey, I got a target. It's right there. Oh, there's another chain. That chain vest is probably one of the best things you can get off of these guys as far as monetary value. Because it's worth 9 copper. It's probably one of the highest items you can get, other than a bag, off of these guys. All right, well, we got one bag full. We've actually started into the second bag. We may crank it out, see if we can get a little bit more money out of this on our way into turning the quest. There we go. There's some ragged leather pants. Again, I'm only killing the workers. I'm not really interested in the vermin anymore. Although they do drop items, their XP at level 1 and me being whatever level I am is really not going to help my cause. Okay. Okay, there we go. Let's sell what we can sell here. Now remember, we don't have to do any more training. We're all done our training. So now we've got 5.76 silver. Go over here. We're going to turn this in. And there we go.
No good can come of this. Here,
now he sends us over to the mine where we just were to kill 12 kobold laborers.
Your previous investigations are
and they are up there in the mine. Oh, thank you. Some nice priest just hit us up with some fortitude.
Waste no time, adventure.
Always nice.
The longer the kobolds are left unmolested in the mine, the deeper.
And I will kill kobold workers on my way into the mine sometimes. If I see them up, I mean, you know, a lot of these guys are already dead. You can see here, we got a paladin killing them. That one's up, so, you know, we'll take him out. Like I said, a little extra grinding doesn't hurt. Okay, there we go. Now, here's a laborer. And they are all throughout the mine. Once you get past this initial entry, there's a couple of workers over here on my right and one on my left. But once you get past them, if you don't want to kill those, that's fine. Everything else in this mine all the way down now is laborers. So we're going to go and we're going to... Oh, by the way, there is a chest in this mine. Sometimes you can find it up. If you kill your 12 and you don't want to kill any more and you haven't found it, run to the end of the mine, explore the branches of the mine, see if you can find the chest. None of this stuff will aggro on you. It's all yellow all the way down. So you don't have to worry about it. And like I said, at this point here, I don't have to grind a lot. I will probably go for filling up the bag with loot again, because loot is what makes me money. Okay, so we're going to get our 12 laborers. We're going to fill our bag, and we will be back after that to see where we stand. Okay, we've come out of the mine, and you can see our bag is almost full. We've gotten our 12 kobold laborers done. And we're going to head back over there to turn it in. And because we have bag space still, we're going to kill the kobold workers on the way in. Bum, 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 bum. Again, I'm just going to kill the kobold workers, none of the laborers. There we go. One of the other things I'm going to do on the way is I'm going to talk to Millie Osworth. Millie's over here where the question mark is, and she's going to send us over to the Defias area to pick her grapes, or to get her harvest anyway. I guess she's already picked them, but she needs the harvest. But yeah, we'll kill this guy while we're here. Never hurts to kill an extra one. Classic is all about the grind. Classic is not about rushing. You're not going to get 1 to 60 just doing questing. At some point, you have to quest. I mean, you have to grind in Classic. You can't be avoided. At some point, you grind.
Perhaps you can help me?
And maybe you grind on the way in between quests like I'm doing so that you don't have to sit there at some point and grind an entire level or so out. But you do grind. You will have to kill extra mobs.
I'm afraid for my crops.
Okay.
If the
Let's empty our bags again.
Trample them when they chase away the thugs. Please, you must help me. I gathered most of my grapes into buckets, but I left them in the vineyards to the southeast.
Okay, perfect. We're up to 8 silver now.
Save my harvest.
We're definitely going to make level 7, whether we make it here or we make it between the next 2 quests. But we're definitely going to make our goal of level 7. We get a nice pair of boots here. We get a quest to report to Goldshire.
We have further tasks for
We'll take and we'll put the boots on. We're going to put this
you are now tasked with the protection of the surrounding
here,
forest.
but I want to put it all the way at the end. Okay.
I have prepared papers that must be delivered.
So now we've got to go over here. We've got to kill the Defias
Southern road past the border.
again, and we're going to have to kill Garrick Padfoot. Yeah, and we'll do that in just a moment. Okay. On to the Defias. We're going to get the grapes. We need to get 8 of the barrels of grapes, and we got to kill Garrick Padfoot. Now, having already grinded pretty much all I need to, I don't have to worry so much. There are people over here grinding on these mobs, but I don't have to worry if I don't get a whole bunch of them. As I've got level 7 already assured between completing these 2 quests. Sure, we're going to kill what we can, but we've already got level 7, like I said, assured. We've already got at least 8 silver to go into the next zone with. There it is. There's level 7. And yes, you have to kill these guys to get the barrels. If there's even one up around near a barrel, it will come after you. So just to give you a little lore of what's going on and why you are recruited into the human starting zone. The First Great War has come and gone. The Orcs have already destroyed Stormwind. And now the king is out hunting the Orcs in the Second War. And he's taken most of the Stormwind army with him. And he has gone off to fight the Orcs, leaving Stormwind, Elwyn Forest, and the surrounding areas with very little protection. Now, after the First Great War and Stormwind was destroyed, it was rebuilt by the Stonemasons Guild, which, by the way, was headed up by Van Cleef. And, of course, they were promised payment. And they did their part. They rebuilt Stormwind. They did a nice job. But when it came time to pay them, the nobles backed out and did not want to pay them. So essentially, they screwed over Van Cleef and the Stonemasons Guild. Okay, so in the end, Van Cleef runs and, takes all the Stonemasons Guild with him. Because they became outlaws because I think they started to destroy their work at some point. All right, so now they take off and they go and they hide out. Obviously, they hide out in dead mines since that's the Defias hideout. And guess what? They hire the kobolds. They hire the kobolds to infest the mines and to mine out the copper and the resources in the mines that would normally go to Stormwind, which they, somebody just pulled them, which they then keep. Okay, that's the whole premise. Now, while doing that, the Defiers are now attempting to take over Elwyn Forest. They've already got control of Westfall. Westfall, they are in total control, and they're expanding their control into Elwyn Forest, which is why you have pockets of Defias. You don't have them all over the place. And because most of the King's Guard is off fighting a war, there is very little to keep the animals at bay, which is why we have the wolves and we have the bears and we have the prowlers that are also harassing the citizens of Elwyn Forest. So that's just a little bit of the lore of what's going on. Okay, so we've finished all our quests. We're going to turn these in. We've achieved our goals of being level 7 when we leave here, having a little bit of money to work with. Yeah, we've done pretty good. It took us about an hour or so, maybe a little bit longer to do all of this. Now, and I know what some people are saying, oh man, I could be level 9 in an hour, I could be level 10, whatever. And I know there are people that can do that. But if you're the average player like me, and you're not a speed leveler, this is the way to go. And I can also tell you, I've watched many people speed level, and the problem is, yes, they can make level 10, but they don't have the resources to train because they didn't take time to grind and make some extra money. All they did was quest after quest and rush through and this and that. And bingo, you're level 10, you want to train, and guess what? You don't have the money for your skills. Unless you got a rich alt now. But back when hardcore was SSF, you wouldn't believe how many people I watched reach level 10 and couldn't train up past, their level 8 skills because they didn't have the money.
These days, but we're lucky to have heroes like you to protect us. Now that my crop is saved.
And how many times they lost out on loot because they didn't have bags and they couldn't afford to buy bags. All of that becomes important. Hey, look, the tough jerky's back. We got a piece of tough jerky and it came back. Okay, good.
Where he likes to taste his wine.
Well, that's good. We at least got rid of that. There we go. Bum, 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 bum. All right, so we're going to go up here, turn in the Great Manifest. And by the way, this guy up in the bell tower, he's nothing but a wino. You'll hear him say, bless the light, we have wine. I mean, seriously. Bless the light, we have wine? Okay, there we go. Brother Niels.
Let's see here. Oh my.
We'll take the belt. It's an upgrade.
When she told me that brigands overran her vineyards, I nearly despaired. But my faith in the light did not waver. And through your bravery, we now have grapes for more wine. May the light bless you, adventurer, and keep you safe.
I think he's worried about us having his wine. Meanwhile, people are dying here to kobolds and wolves and bandits. And his big concern is that we've got wine. Way to have your priorities in order there, Brother Niels. Okay, now we're going to turn in this. Bum, 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 bum. Continue. There really isn't anything here for a mail wearer, so I'll take the most expensive item so I can sell it off. Dun, dun, dun.
What are you looking for?
Okay, so we're leaving with almost 9 silver. And like I said, level 7. And actually level 7 and a quarter. And now we're going to head down to Goldshire, which is where we will begin phase 2 of our questing in Elwyn Forest. And of course, on the way to Goldshire, I may run up to Stormwind and pick up my profession since I want to do mining and I want to do engineering. And there is no mining trainer down there in Goldshire, and there is no engineering training in Goldshire.
conversation than at the Lion's
So
Pride Inn.
to
My
get
best
those,
friend
I'm
didn't
going
keep
to
a
have to go to
farm to run the
Stormwind.
Lion's Pride. If
So
you
on the
tell
way
him
to
I sent you,
Stormwind,
he
of
may
course,
give you
I'm
the
going to
special
kill
treatment
these
that's included.
Defiant cut purses and thieves and all that stuff that are hanging out here on the way.
Can't miss it.
On my way to Stormwind. Thank you. Let's see. If you want to do skinning and leatherworking, the trainer is there in Stormwind. If you want to do blacksmithing, there's a blacksmithing trainer, but there's no mining trainer. So you want to do any other professions, you may have to pick them up in Stormwind. If you want to do tailoring, you can get it in Stormwind, or Eastvale Logging Camp does have a tailoring trainer. I believe the Tower of Azora has an enchanting trailer. All right, we're going to wait for an enchanting trainer. Okay, make sure we're back far enough that we don't pull. There's a group of 3 right there that I don't want to pull. If I was a paladin, I'd pull that group, no problem, because I can heal myself, but... There we go. So we're going to skirt that group of 3 on our way to Stormwind. There we go. There's some silver leaf. If you're going to do alchemy, herbalism, you definitely got to go to Stormwind. Now, you can pick up fishing, you can pick up first aid, you can pick up cooking, you can pick up all that at Goldshire. But like I said, depending upon what you do, if it's not leatherworking and skinning, I would suggest you go to Stormwind and you get your professions, provided you have the money, which you should. They're not very expensive, before you head to Goldshire. Especially if you're going to do gathering professions, because you're going to pass herbs on the way to Goldshire, and we might pass a couple of nodes on the way to Goldshire. And by having our professions from Stormwind, we can take advantage of those herbs and those nodes on the way to Goldshire. Though we may not find any, we may. So we're in Stormwind. We're going to have to go to the Dwarven District. And I want you to see this up here, okay? Here you have a level 6 warrior who died to a kobold tunneler. Here you have a level 6 mage who died to Goldtooth. Here you have another level 6 who died to a kobold warrior. Let's see if I can find some more 6s. No, that's it. Okay. So you can see there were at least 4 level 6s there that died to kobolds and Goldtooth in the Fargo Deep Mine. Had they taken that little bit of extra time in the starting area to become level 7, who knows? They might have lived, they might not have. I don't know their situation and what they pulled, but they certainly would have had more stamina, and a better chance. Now, I'm also going to show you in the next video, when I cover Elwyn Forest on this warrior, what I do before I go in the Fargo Deep Mine. I will be level 8 by the time I get into that Fargo Deep Mine. And that gives me another huge advantage. Trying to kill Goldtooth, who is a level 8. Killing the kobold tunnelers in there that are level 7. The kobold miners, and not only that, but what I will grind on will be boars until I turn level 8. And big advantage, I get a ton of boar meat, which is going to help my cooking. So, and it's going to help my gold because there's the tusks there and the other things that the boars drop. So, but we're going to cover that in the next video. as we continue our journey with this warrior. I'm also going to show you how to group the quests down there between the McClaws and the Stonefields and, the Fargo Deep Mine. Because I've seen many people make the mistake of going down there, going into the Fargo Deep Mine as far as they need to go to scout it, which isn't very far. They scout through the Fargo Deep Mine, they come out, and then they do the little exchange between the Stonefields and the McClaws, and guess what? You got to go right back into that mine. So why not get all the quests in that mine accomplished at once rather than going in and out of it a couple of times? Okay, this is the Dwarven District. And if you wish to be a miner, this is the miner trainer. You will need a mining pick, by the way. Cost you 81 copper. Now, it only costs you 10 copper to train in mining. It's actually pretty cheap.
Yeah? You interrupted me, so you better have a blasted good
There
reason
you
to
go. We're now trained in mining. We'll go here. We'll go to our general tab. We'll put on find minerals so we can find the nodes. We can put perception down here. That's not a bad thing to have up. Let's see. Oh, and smelting. I put my hearth here, my cooking. There's my smelting. And smelting is just simply taking the process of the raw ore and turning it into a bar. Bump, 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 bump. All right, now we're going to go see the engineering trainer. And the engineering trainers are over here. They're also in the Dwarven District, by the way. And you start with Journeyman. Journeyman engineer. Train me. Boom, train, accept.
Very good.
Okay, we go back into our general tab. Find engineering. I put it there on the bar. And for engineering, you will need to purchase a blacksmith hammer. So we go to the engineering supply guy. There we go. We get our blacksmith hammer. We're good to go. There we go. Now, I always put them up there just so I don't get confused and sell them. I keep them right up there near my hearth, which is set right now for the beginning area. But as soon as we get to Goldshire, we'll do that. All right. Okay. Well, our next journey is to Goldshire, and that will be covered in the next video. So, this was just merely a video of a human warrior in the human starting zone. Of course, we're going to continue to level, and I'm actually going to try to make more videos of them leveling rather than just spicy moments and stuff like that. Maybe you want to level a warrior. Maybe you want to just see how I do my quests and which order I do them. It's by no means meant to be a guide, by the way. But, yeah. All right, well, we're just going to run this warrior down to Goldshire, and we'll pick it up in the next video. Y'all have a wonderful day.